Welcome to EV Adventures, Rob. I'm Rob, and this is an EV adventure. Today we're at Mercedes-Benz of Des Moines, a Lithia dealership, and they have been kind enough to today have given us free rein to examine and enjoy the 2022 Mercedes EQS 580 4Matic. And you see that this has the AMG exterior package, as noted by the blacked out air intakes with chrome. This car does have the digital headlights. There we go. Digital light, meaning that it can project images onto the road ahead of you. Since that is so new in the United States, we don't know exactly what those images are going to be. If you want to reach out and say, hey, I can send everything, and then you literally sign. This car is in the darker blue, very, very pretty up close. Very nice finish. The Mercedes three-pointed star emblems in the front panel. There has been a lot of discussion and even dispute about the appearance of this car. It's been rather divisive. Looking at the wheels, you know, sometime back, I, perhaps like yourself, noticed that there was this black ring within the spokes, and I am yet to hear an engineering explanation for the effect of that, but I'm quite sure that there is an aerodynamic benefit. The back end of this car, I really like the font of the 4Matic and S580, EQS 580 logos. And then down further, you can see the diffuser under the rear bumper. Very, very nice. Now that is all in black, and for a lighter colored car, the look would be different. It would break up the line of the car a bit, what line there is. This car is the premium level, which is the lower of the three levels. There's premium, exclusive, and pinnacle. Pinnacle primarily gives you rear seat accoutrements that would be best suited to using this car as a limousine. Now this has the AMG interior in black and gray, along of course with the AMG Sport steering wheel, which we'll check out here in just a little bit. The hood, of course, is made not to open other than by the dealership, although I'm told there's a way to do that. The rectangular opening that you see there is, as you've seen many times on YouTube or other places, a place to put in washer fluid, just like the BMW does with their BMW logo on the front of the car that opens and you put washer fluid in there. We can lock the car by touching the rectangle there and unlock it by just stroking your hand down the handle, opening the door. We have a lighted Mercedes-Benz logo on what appears to be brushed aluminum. The doors are capped with a, I like to think of this as a sort of a neoprene material in gray, and then Alcantara in the middle, Burmeister stereo, and I really find this particular speaker very interesting. If nothing else, even if it didn't work, it gives you an interesting look. Really, the construction of the door and switches is very much like Mercedes has been for a long time, very much like our 2015 S550. And looking in the interior again, the AMG package includes aluminum pedals, which are just plain cool. And then the AMG steering wheel with it. You know, my attraction to that steering wheel is just that there is less piano black on it. The regular steering wheel, the bottom spoke is all piano black, and to me, when I hear piano black, I think fingerprints. We've still got plenty of it on the side spokes, but not as much as it could be. Now you see the what I'm calling neoprene material on top of the dash. Being the dark AMG interior, there is red contrast stitching, which is a very nice effect. I'm not a huge fan of black interiors, but as black interiors go, this one is very, very nice. And we'll check that out in a little more depth in a little bit. Going to the back door, again, lighted Mercedes door sill. This build does not have heated, cooled, or massaging rear seats. There are even some adjustable rear seats that you can get. I know that is available on the Pinnacle package, probably can get it on the others. AMG logo on the mats. Very sweeping curves on the interior aspect. I really like the And it doesn't do rear seat passengers any good, but I like the construction with the small, what we used to call opera window. I guess that kind of went out with the 1974 Monte Carlo, didn't it? But now the seats are back a fair amount. They do not have the fluff of the pillows in the AMG. It is more down to business. These are sports seats, and with the sports seats, you get a little more flowing line. A cool look. I have to say I like the pillows and such, but then in terms of our ambient lighting, you can see on the door, the upper door and across, the upper door is blue lighting with the red on the armrest extension, red on the air vent, and then turning sort of a lighter blue. Oh no, there it goes to a darker blue. Our blue is morphing there as it goes across. You know, I have to say that I thought that much use of ambient lighting was sort of a waste, but you know, the more I look at this car, I'm kind of getting into it. Okay. Our trunk release. And by the time we get the camera back there, the trunk is indeed released. I love the fact that this has basically a hatchback. And just a ton of room. The lift-over height is not bad, but that gives your chauffeur a workout if they need to lift a suitcase here and there. And then let's see how much room we have down here. A fair amount of storage down there. Looks like the tire patch kit. This build has the range optimized summer tires by Goodyear. They're Goodyear F1. Just looking down the side. The side is rather rounded. There's a low on the body. There is a crease, but again, Mercedes has said that for the purposes of aerodynamics, this car is what it is. People have referred to it as a bean or an egg or whatever. There are obviously differences among personal taste, and I think that's what it comes down to. Have a close and lock, or just a close. Wow. I tell you what, that thing doesn't waste any time. There are other people on YouTube who have done content on closing the doors and the trunk and such on a carrot. I love that. And I got to tell you, I don't think that, looking at the damage to the carrot, I really don't think that I would like it very much if my finger suffered the damage that that carrot did. Dealerships are more and more gearing up for the sale of electric cars. You'll see the taped off area, Mercedes EQ. So it's coming. If I, as an aftermarket option, was asked if I would like to have this amount of ambient lighting, I would say no. But you know, looking at it, it really does make a really impressive difference. All right, we'll be back with you soon. So looking at my Tesla Model S range next to the EQS, one thing that jumps out is that the EQS has a fair amount of chrome or brushed aluminum look to it, whereas the Tesla has more blacked out features, chrome delete, if you will. My thought is that very likely Mercedes is going to need to come out with a chrome delete type feature or package, and they've had the night package before and that sort of thing, but they may well need to do a total chrome delete sort of thing. I do have to say I like it on my Tesla, and I like it on the LUCID with the Stealth package that'll be coming out next week. So a little comparison. These two cars, both really attractive automobiles. This is a Tesla Model S range, and so it gets 405 miles to a full charge, whereas the EPA rating with the EQS is 340 with the 580. Okay, nice comparison. Hi, and welcome to EV Adventures Garage. I'm Rob, and this is an EV adventure, or at least we hope it is. May I introduce my new friend, the Mercedes EQS 580, and I picked this car up this morning at our local Mercedes dealership, and it'll be my friend until tomorrow morning. In the meantime, you and I get to explore and take a look at what makes the Mercedes EQS either a really great car, a mediocre car, or maybe not something we'd want to have in our garage. So this is the premium model. There are 3 model levels. Premium is the basic, exclusive is in the middle, and pinnacle is the top. Pinnacle primarily gives you a more opulent back seat, movable and heated and cooled rear seats, that sort of thing. And so for me personally, if I were to buy one, I'd go exclusive. Right in the middle gives you the upfront things. The backseat passengers can fend for themselves. What can I tell you? So anyway, this car is the darker blue. There's a bit of a lighter blue you may have seen on YouTube or wherever with a gray interior, sometimes a gray interior with blue leather on the top of the dash and doors. A pretty color. I haven't seen it in person. This one on the configurator, this color always looked a little drab to me, but it is actually very, very nice. A nice metallic paint and really shows nicely in the sunshine. This has the AMG interior in black and gray. And I'm more of a fan of light colored interiors, but boy, it's awfully comfortable. However, we'll get to talking about that in a little bit. This car has 21-inch rims and has the summer range optimized tires. Interestingly, those tires are Goodyear Eagle F1s. If you are in the market for tires, Goodyear has been kind enough to allow me to be an affiliate, which means that there'll be a link in the description, and if you are in need of tires, please click that link. You'll get a nice discount, and the channel will get a little bit of a cut. Won't increase your cost any, and it will help us to bring you better content. So Goodyear, look down below. So anyway, these tires, Goodyear F1s, optimized for range, and I presume could be used on any EV. The thing about EV tires, of course, is that they have to be strong enough to carry a very heavy load. This car is 5,800 pounds, I believe, and then also have a tread compounded design that allow less rolling resistance. So at any rate. So the Mercedes, I've been thinking about this car for a long time. Actually had one on order when I decided to instead buy my LUCID that's now been destroyed, as any of you who watch my channel know. Or if you don't typically watch the channel, my LUCID was destroyed. So now you know, good. We're in the process of working those things out, and I'll keep you updated. So anyway, with the Mercedes, EPA range 340 miles, as this is the all-wheel drive, 516 horsepower, and I believe the torque is about 620 pounds-feet, and it does torque out very nicely. Just have only driven it a few miles, and didn't have a chance to do all the settings because I wanted to go through those settings with you. So in a little bit, we'll hook up the appropriate cameras and go through all the settings ad nauseum. Hi, this is EV Adventures Rob, coming to you from the EV Adventures dining room. I usually come to you from the EV Adventures garage. Not today, dining room. Anyway, so we've just seen the outside, the inside of the Mercedes EQS 580. We got a chance to drive it a lot. We have some great road footage for you, charging footage, some really nice surprises. So in order to avoid having you watch an hour-long video, I split it into two. This has been part one, and so please watch for part two. It'll be out there soon, and thanks for joining me today. Have a great day.